that time of year.
Hello, kitties.
Hey, no, with a Goosebumps ice cream cake for a limited time.
Oh, trick or treat.
Wanna go psycho with me, Elvira?
Hey, hey! Tonight I'm going to suck your blood.
Vampire movies. They've been around for a century, and like a 16-year-old emo kid, they've gone through many phases. Scary, funny, artsy, bad. Last year I talked about Salem's Lot and its mediocre remake, and this year we're keeping the tradition alive, or dead in this case. That's right, we're watching a classic, old-school vampire flick, 1985's Fright Night. I remember going to the video store as a kid and always seeing that cover, and man, I thought it looked so fucking cool. One of the all-time great movie posters, and one of the all-time great vampire movies. Everybody loves this film. It became a huge cult hit, enough so that they rushed out a sequel in 1989 from the director of Halloween 3. And then, that was it for a while. Fright Night took a big nap in its coffin for more than 20 years. But then came the 2000s, the decade where they decided to remake every single 80s horror movie ever made. You got the big boys like Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and Michael Myers, of course. But also, Prom Night, The Fog, what? My Bloody Valentine, 3D, Children of the Corn, The Thing, of course, Maniac, Poltergeist. Hey, did we really need all of those?
No.
And among this slew of remakes and reboots was, of course, the Fright Night remake, released in 2011. So, does the original hold up? Is the remake any good? And most importantly, will I get a bunch of angry comments like I did in my Salem's Lot video? I don't know, let's find out and watch the Fright Night movies.
Welcome to Fright Night.
Starting with Tom Holland's cult classic.
Hey, what's up? I'm Spider-Man.
No, the other Tom Holland.
What?
Yeah, so Fright Night. The premise is very simple. This high school kid, Charlie, has a new neighbor moving in, but uh-oh, coffin, fangs, weird creepy fingers, a lust for blood. Tell me, Bella, what in the world could he be?
Vampire.
Oh my god. Well, if one thing's for sure, it's that Charlie fucking sucks at spying on his neighbor. Went near the house, got caught. Peeped from his window, got caught. Hid in the bushes, got caught. Charlie, come on, man, what are you doing? Anyway, he eventually finds out the truth about his neighbor.
He's a vampire.
Uh-huh.
He's a vampire.
That's right.
A vampire.
Yeah.
I have a vampire living next door to me.
Uh-huh.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, and this vampire knows Charlie's onto him, which puts Charlie in quite a pickle.
What's the matter, Charlie? Scared?
But keep in mind, a vampire can't enter your house unless he's invited in. So there's really nothing to worry about. Oh, fuck.
Hello, Charlie.
Well, that can't be good. This handsome hunk is Jerry Dandridge, which sounds like a super normal name for a 400-year-old vampire. You know, you got Dracula, Orlok, Barlow, and Jerry. Yeah, well, he's played by the guy who plays the detective in Child's Play. Remember the one who nearly gets stabbed in the ball sack? Oof, careful there. And he brings so much to this film. Jerry's such a likable asshole, cocky, genuinely charming, but also real spooky when he needs to be. Back to Charlie. Obviously, his girlfriend Amy and his best buddy Ed think he's lost his goddamn mind, so they seek the help of this late-night TV host and vampire expert Peter Vincent. Little nod to Peter Cushing and Vincent Price, that's fun. And at first he says no.
I'll give you money.
How much?
I have a $500 savings bond.
I'll take it.
But then he says yeah. So here's the plan. They think Charlie is insane, so along with Peter, they want to convince him that Jerry is not a vampire, just a hot Riz king. And their way of doing that is by giving him holy water to drink. And therefore, if he successfully drinks it, Charlie will finally shut the fuck up. Except it's not holy water. They didn't bother blessing it, I guess. It's just good old tap water. And this leads to a wonderful scene, one of my favorites in the film. I just love the tension here for both characters. Peter and the friends aren't taking this seriously at all, of course, but Charlie desperately wants to convince them, not knowing he's being duped. And meanwhile, Jerry sure is hoping this really is tap water, because otherwise, you know, he'll burst into flames. Then Charlie pulls out a cross and Jerry backs the fuck up real fast, which is great. Both characters are clearly playing games with each other.
Isn't that what vampires are supposed to do, Charlie? Please.
Only they are aware of what's happening, everyone else is oblivious, and it makes for some great tension and great lines.
Where do you keep your coffin? Or do you have more than one?
At this point, Charlie gives up. His friends don't believe him, the cops don't believe him, his childhood hero doesn't believe him. It's a lost cause. What a bummer. Except... whoa, what's this? No reflection in the mirror? What does that mean, Bella?
Vampire.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll be damned. Mr. Vincent can now finally take this seriously and help them defeat the Oh, never mind. Shit! Well, I guess that's that, but everyone's so clumsy in this movie though, because Mr. Vincent didn't bother picking up the broken mirror piece on the ground. So obviously Jerry immediately figures everything out. Peter knows about him. Charlie knows about him. He could be in trouble. So time for plan B, which is to turn Charlie's friends into vampires, starting with Ed. Ed, how do you feel about being a vampire? Okay, and now Jerry's stalking Amy at the club. There he is, walking across the room this way, then the other way, okay, back to this way, and other way again. You'd think a straightforward line would be a little simpler, but anyway, yeah. Jerry has sex with an underage girl, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And just like that, Charlie's buddies are all vampires now, and they seem pretty happy about it. So, it's up to Charlie and Mr. Vincent to defeat Jerry and save them.
Peter, it's just us. We're gonna have to save Amy.
Which leads us to the big finale of the movie. Let's get that fog rolling in, set the mood, the atmosphere. Oh yeah, baby, let's do this. What the fuck? So there's a big fight scene. The servant shows up and bitch slaps Charlie. Jeez, ow! Ed gets a stake through the heart, and oh, I guess he was a werewolf or something? I'm not sure what's up with that. The servant gets shot 100,000 times, and then also gets a stake through the heart, which makes him melt into a puddle of green goosebumps slime. Look at that! Oh man, that's great. I love it. Okay, let's check back on Amy, see if she's doing better. Ah, shit. Things are getting crazy now. Jerry's turned into a little bat puppet. Charlie's fighting his vampire girlfriend. Women. Am I right, fellas? But at last, Jerry gets defeated by any Redditor's worst enemy, the sunlight. Oh, God. Oh, and I guess that saved Amy from being a vampire for some reason. Sure, don't think about it too hard. In the end, it's a happy ending. Everyone's alive and well. Well, except for Ed, you know, because he's dead. Or is he?
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
And that's the original Fright Night, which is both a great vampire movie, but also a great 80s movie. It combines the two perfectly. Do you like what I'm doing with my hands here? Do you want me to do it some more? Here you go. I can do it all day. You got classic old school vampire rules, crosses, holy water, mirrors, bats, fangs, the Renfield type servant, a charming, good looking fella who seduces women to drink their blood and all of that jazz. It's a wonderful throwback to those old vampire flicks, and it does it beautifully. But it's also your good old 80s coming of age story. It takes place in a quiet little suburban neighborhood. A kid finds a horrible secret, but nobody believes him, so he has to save the day and get the girl at the end. It reminds me of The Gate, Gremlins, Nightmare on Elm Street a little. The premise of my neighbor is a vampire is so simple, but so damn fun.
I thought the idea of a gonzo horror fan becoming convinced that a vampire lived next door, which of course no one would ever believe him. And it was true. I just thought it was just deliciously funny, and it was what I always wished would happen to me.
Yeah, overall, Fright Night is one of the great vampire movies. I think it's endlessly rewatchable. It's such a fun time. Now, you've seen the title, you know what we're in for. How does it compare to its 2011 remake? And before we get into that, a bit of context. Like I said, it's 2011. A very strange and different era for vampires.
Motherfucking
Vampires.
A time when they've become more so associated with horny teenage girls than with classic movie monsters. We're in the Twilight era, the True Blood era, Vampire Diaries, all those things. They're not aiming for scary anymore. It's all about attractive young people stuck in dumbass love triangles, teen drama, romance, some angst, and plenty of cringe.
Let's face it, I am hotter than you.
Obviously, at that point, 80s horror remakes are huge. We got so many movies to choose from to make a quick buck. Screw it, let's do Fright Night again. How about that? Except, whoops, people are growing tired of vampires. They just don't care anymore. They've sort of become a big joke. Everybody's laughing at Twilight.
You read way too much Twilight.
I seriously am so angry you think I read Twilight.
And also, we're in a period of time where every movie has to be dark and gritty and depressing. And we're making a remake of a schlocky horror comedy. It certainly was a risky move, and it didn't do very well at the box office, which might explain why I barely ever hear anyone talk about this movie, like it's been forgotten. Which is a shame, because I do think this Fright Night remake is surprisingly good.
Okay, yeah, I knew that.
It pays homage to the original in many ways while still having its own style and personality. And I think it's a great example of what a remake should be. So, let's watch it. Right off the bat, pun intended, the vibe is very different here. In the opening scene of the original, Charlie saw a dude carrying a coffin and thought it was weird. And that's it. Here we open with jump scare. Guy falling down for no reason because this is a horror movie. Dead people everywhere. Shirtless buff dude. And last but not least, title card with bad CGI. If that doesn't scream 2011, I don't know what does. Anyway, as you can see, there's a big emphasis on the suburban setting. The whole opening looks like an Ozempic commercial. Wow, Linda, wow, you look so great. What's your secret? They really nailed that vibe. In fact, the neighborhood is almost like a character in the film. And a nice contrast to the horrors that are about to happen thanks to thick Daddy Farrell. We'll come back to him, don't you worry. For now, time to meet our main characters. You know him, you love him. We got Charlie, Linda, and Ed. Boy, you know it's a 2011 movie when it stars McLovin. This time, Charlie's played by Anton Yelchin, who's a great actor. It always makes me sad watching one of his movies, knowing he died tragically so young. Bummer. But hey, look at that, Toni Collette is in this movie. That's fun. I love her. Yeah, this Fright Night remake has a really good cast. Like, legitimately great actors that all went on to star in amazing movies. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine.
So far, I'm really enjoying this. Charlie's very charming and relatable.
Amy is good. Hasn't dumped me yet, so...
I like the humor. We got some good jokes here. But let's stop laughing for a second because uh-oh, look who just moved in. Looks like a hot dude wearing a wife beater. You can obviously immediately see the difference here between this Jerry and the original. Classy, well-dressed, smooth-talking, suave, versus hot bad boy who's great at doing yard work. He's a player, he's brooding and always posing. He's edgy. As the kids would say, he's aura farming. He's a Riz King. Did I make you throw up just there? I did, didn't I? So, people have been mysteriously disappearing for a while now, and so Charlie and McLovin do a bit of investigating. They go to one of the missing students' house, the one from the beginning, and what do you do when you knock and nobody answers the door? Breaking and entering, that's what you do. Unless it's just me. Here's another instance where the remake differs from the original. Little role reversal. This time, Ed is the one who's convinced that Jerry is a vampire, and Charlie thinks it's stupid.
He's a vampire, man.
My neighbor.
Yeah.
Next door.
Yeah.
It's kind of a strange choice since the whole idea behind Tom Holland's movie was basically, what if a kid finds out his neighbor's a vampire, but nobody believes him? And we definitely get to that. It does remain the basic premise of the film. It's just that the setup is different, and in my opinion, it's not as good. In the original, Charlie's a big horror fan who knows everything about vampires. He quickly figures out what Jerry is, he investigates and finds clues on his own. He knows that Peter Vincent can help him, you know, like a like the main character would do. Whereas in this movie, he learns the vampire rules from his friend, learns about Peter Vincent from his friend, and finds out Jerry's a vampire by watching a video he saw on his friend's computer. It's just not as fun. I don't know, it's something I wanted to point out. Okay, time for some conflict. So Ed and Charlie used to be best friends, but Charlie now has a hot girlfriend and new cooler friends. There's a little Dave Franco jump scare for you. Here you go.
What the fuck happened to you? We were inseparable.
Yeah, well, you know when my life started to get better? When I stopped being friends with you.
It's not much, it's not reinventing the wheel, but you know what? It's a little something. This isn't too bad. I'm even starting to like Ed. I'm actually rooting for the guy. Oh! Well, he's dead. Oh, by the way, did I mention this movie was in 3D? Oh yeah, that aged well. It looks great. So I didn't really like the computer reveal thing. I thought it was stupid. But right after that, we get a great scene between Charlie and Jerry.
I got a girl on our way over for a beer, and I'm all out of beer.
Sucks.
Jerry asks Charlie if he can give him a couple beers, but he obviously can't come inside the house if he's not invited. So Charlie's kind of testing things out to see if this guy really could be a vampire, while Jerry is slowly figuring out that his cover's been blown and that he could be in trouble. It's some good stuff. Great tension, great acting. Overall, a really fun scene. Something else that's new, this Jerry has a secret room in which he imprisons his victims so he can feed on them whenever he gets hungry. That's messed up, but hey, thankfully Charlie's here to save the day. Here you go, lady, you're free now. Oh, okay, I think it's time to go see Peter Vincent now. And this Mr. Vincent is also very different, probably the biggest change of the remake. In the original, he's kind of a sad sack, cowardly, clumsy, a lame guy who eventually learns to become a hero. But in this one, he's this eccentric asshole, a drunk narcissist wearing eyeliner and a leather jacket who likes to fuck bitches and yell at people.
I fucked her.
Basically, Chris Angel meets Dr. Loomis from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's very different, but you know what? I love this Peter Vincent. He's such a likable asshole, genuinely funny and entertaining. He completely steals every scene he's in, and as much as I love the original, I think this is hands down the better character and better performance. It's just so much fun.
Shoot.
Right.
Anyway, Charlie asks for help.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Okay, I guess that scene's over. Later on, Dave Franco and his buddy get eaten by Jerry. I'm not sure where that came from. He just does that in the middle of the street where everybody can see him. Kinda defeats the whole purpose of those secret hidden rooms, does it not? Whatever, don't think about it. At this point, Charlie is flipping out. He's acting all weird. He's blowing everything off.
You are flipping out. You're acting all weird. You're blowing everything off.
Yeah, pretty much. And to make matters worse, look who shows up at the door. Bullseye himself. And he's up to no good. That's right, throughout a very convoluted series of events, he blows up the house. Okay, let's go frame by frame here. Okay. Lady, how are you not a smoking pile of ashes right now? She is inside the fire. This leads to an action-packed chase scene with some iffy CGI. But you know what looks even worse? Gratuitous 3D. Obviously, we're very far away from the tone of the original, where Jerry was this suave, classy guy in his spooky gothic lair. Here we got Colin Farrell riding his truck, wearing his Henley shirt, chasing people in an epic action chase scene. They're going for a big blockbuster action scene. And hey, don't get me wrong, the set piece is fun and all, but it's just not really what I'm looking for in a Fright Night remake. Two similar movies with very different execution, but hey, you know what? They're both fun in their own way. Speaking of fun, the OG Jerry shows up. Jerry killing Jerry. That's so much fun. I just wish the makeup didn't look as terrible. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but it does not look good. Same for the CG blood. Yikes. Stop it. Come on. Well, at this point, Jerry's badly hurt, so if I was Charlie, I'd probably make sure to double tap him. You know, make sure he's fucking dead. He just said his weakness was being stabbed in the heart.
It hurts, but they missed the heart. It's right here, Charlie.
Oh, how about do that while he's weak? How about that? But no, they run away instead. Okay, bye. Meanwhile, Peter Vincent had a change of heart. He believes Charlie now because of this little drawing thing. Whatever, good enough. But guess who's also back? My seasonal depression, yes! But also Ed. Ed is back.
Hello.
Hello. Look, I'm sorry, he's doing his best, but I just cannot be intimidated by this guy. It's McLovin, are you kidding me? And also, he just talks too damn much. He just cannot stop rambling.
Girls made you lazy in the head. I can hear you breathing. Feel you. Got some catching up to do, my friend. It's just you and me now, buddy. I'm a goddamn killing machine.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Anyway, they fight a little bit. Piff, paff, flip, schlack, whoop. Ow!
Is this weird for you? 'Cause I'm feeling really homo right about now.
What? What did he say?
I'm feeling really homo right about now.
What? Okay, I guess McLovin feels real homo now. Didn't expect that, but unfortunately, I don't think this is the kind of penetration he had in mind. Yep, looks like dog shit. Jerry also shows up. Amy goes Dr. Loomis on him. Throws holy water in his face. And we then get a pretty faithful recreation of the club scene from the first movie. You know where that's going. 35-year-old Jerry kisses a high school girl, which seduces her through some kind of vampire magic. He turns her into a vampire. And just like that, it's time for our climax, where Charlie and Peter Vincent team up to save the day.
You get me drunk, I'll try anything.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Welcome to Fright Night.
It's all very similar to the original, except this time with a whole lot of CGI, 3D shots of course, bad looking vampire designs. Why do they look like that? I don't like it. Crazy action and crazy stunts, nipple sucking. Wait, what was that last one? What's up? What's going on there? I don't know, but in the end, Jerry gets stabbed in the heart and burns to death. God, that looks rough. Oof. Oh boy. Alright, time to fuck on the floor, and that's it. We're done. Well, color me surprised. I expected a bad remake, and yet here I was having a great time. I genuinely enjoyed this movie. In fact, I would even say it improved on a few things, starting with Charlie. In the original, he was admittedly pretty wooden. Pun intended. There's not a lot to his character, other than he's very passionate about vampires. So Anton Yelchin's portrayal definitely wins here, without a doubt. I love how awkward he is.
I'm good, thank you.
No, too much for you. Do you want Shirley Temple?
Very wholesome guy who brings a lot to the film. Like I said, I thought Peter Vincent was hilarious. The drunken, cynical comedic relief is nothing we haven't seen before, but the Doctor Who guy does it so incredibly well. A definite highlight of this movie. Otherwise, we got great jokes, fun set pieces, but it is missing a lot of things that I love from the original. For one, where's the atmosphere? Tom Holland's Fright Night has such a cool gothic vibe. It harkens back to those classic Universal monster movies. Jerry's house is like a haunted gothic lair, and in the new one, it's a house. It's just a house. I mean, it makes sense. It's just not as visually appealing. And speaking of not visually appealing, let's talk about that giant elephant in the room. The CGI looks like crap, and the 3D has aged embarrassingly badly. I guess that's just a given with movies from the 2010s, but almost every visual effect shot took me out of the movie. The green screens are terrible. I wish there was a bit more practical stuff. The remake vampires also look terrible. I don't quite know what it is about them, but they just look dumb. There's something off about it, and it's a shame, especially considering how amazing and iconic they looked in the original. It's a downgrade to say the least. Oh god, speaking of downgrades, can we talk about the posters real quick? The original, beautiful, gorgeous painting of this devilish face hovering over a house, showing the imposing, oppressive threat of this vampire. It's spooky, it's instantly recognizable, and now for the remake, Colin Farrell thirst trapping, wearing his wife beater with a couple of badly photoshopped people around him. Either that or Colin Farrell's giant face behind Anton Yelchin. yeah, I think we got a winner here. As for Jerry, I'll always have a soft spot for Chris Sarandon, but honestly, I like them both pretty much equally. They're obviously very different, but I think it works on either side. In the end, it comes down to this. You got a classic, old-school gothic vampire flick, and more of a blockbuster action-packed film that leans more on spectacle and comedy than on horror. I'll always prefer the original. It's a near-perfect movie and a great watch around Halloween, but I'm happy to report that there are no losers here. Both films are very enjoyable. How fun is that? And that's it. I just wanted to talk about vampires, and I had a great time doing it. But now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go seduce an underage girl and turn her into a vampire after having sex. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. And until next time, keep watching horror movies. It's good for your health. Bye bye.